Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on today's show, if you haven't heard of Bloodhound SSC, you should probably familiarize yourself with these guys. It's a group of ex-aerospace and ex-Formula One guys who are building a land speed car that they're getting ready to make a big record run in. Now again, this vehicle is pretty doggone interesting with a massive Rolls-Royce turbine engine along with a bunch of rockets that are going to help propel this vehicle, including a blown Jaguar engine as well, to try to get the wheel speed up to where they think that needs to be. And they're going for a big record. They're going to try to just blow the actual record out of the water. 800 miles an hour is what their first attempt is going to be as far as a real deal record, but they want to go for 1,000 miles an hour. Now there's a large spot of land in South Africa, in the South Cape region, that's actually a large dry lake bed, almost 12 miles long, that they're going to try to make the attempt, and they've made an official date, or at least a window for an official date. It's going to start up in October of 2019, and they think they've got a window somewhere between the 1st of October all the way through the back half of November down there in South Africa that they can get this record done. Going for 800 miles an hour first, but hoping that the conditions will be good enough to try for that 1,000 miles an hour. Big congratulations on these guys for what they've achieved so far, and all the best hopefully in the future. Cannot wait to see more out of this machine. We'll definitely keep you in tune to what we hear. Speaking of what we hear, we're hearing that Raj Nair, the guy who was with Ford Motor Company for 31 years and was last the head of operation for North America, who had to leave under some weird circumstances, some inappropriate behavior went into the termination of Mr. Raj Nair, one of my favorite guys in the automobile industry, a real deal car guy. But Nair's got himself a new gig, and he's going to be somewhat closely involved with Ford Motor Company a tad bit, as he becomes the president of Multimatic. In fact, he's been the president for near 2 weeks, but this information just finally has kind of trickled out that he's got this new gig. Now, you've definitely heard of Multimatic, or definitely have seen some of their work, some of their great stuff, including that spool valve damper system that they've got on a bunch of high-end machines, including the ZR2 version of the Chevrolet Colorado, which has got that spool valve damper system on that particular machine, which is really what gives it that somewhat Raptor-like capabilities. But also another thing that they actually do is actually build all of the brand new Ford GTs, which means Mr. Nair will be back involved with the GT, even though he kind of wasn't and when he was back with the Ford Motor Company. So big congratulations on Nair on his new job, and hopefully it's nothing but smooth sailing from now on. He'll stay out of that inappropriate behavior situations. Last up on the list, more rumblings that Alfa is going to bring out a two-door version of the Giulia. Now, if you can hunt on over to the folks over at Autocar, got a beautiful rendering of that particular machine, but there was some talk, and it's come out of the mouth of Sergio Marchionne, that he's come out and said that they're going to build a large SUV for the Alfa brand, something a little bit over the Stelvio, maybe a larger version of it, maybe something building on an entire different platform. I can think of another large SUV platform that is coming up for that Grand Wagoneer from the folks over at Jeep that it could be built on. But there's also reports that they're still looking at building a coupe version of the Giulia, and there possibly could be an announcement coming up later this year. Boy, if they build the two-door version, the four-door version looks amazing, but man, can you imagine two-door coupe version and quadrifoglio trim? That would be pretty doggone special, so we'll definitely keep you in tune when we hear on that matter. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. You can jump over there and get to see all the goodiness that I've spent the past 4 days in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Mecum auction. In fact, I just got home probably about 2 or 3 hours ago to Motor Cars HQ to shoot this particular video. So jump over there. Got a bunch of vintage and new stuff going up on there as far as vintage automobiles and newer automobiles that went across the block at the old Mecum auction in Indy this year, 2018. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time. Get the first dibs on the brand new shows soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.